क्रिकेट के अलावा क्या हमारे देश में कोई और खेल अपनी धाक जमा सकता है? खेल के मैदान में अब तक नया दौर आने वाला है, जब एक तरफ गोल गोल की आवाज सुनाई देगी और जुनून और जज्बे का उफान देश के 8 शहरों में छा जाएगा। यह है आईएसएल यानी इंडियन सुपर लीग। देश की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री ने आईएमजी, स्टार इंडिया और फुटबॉल फेडरेशन के साथ मिलकर नई फुटबॉल लीग को जन्म दिया है। आज मुंबई में होने वाले शानदार समारोह में इस लीग के लोगों को देश के सामने लाया जाएगा।
देश के सबसे बड़े उद्योगपति मुकेश अंबानी की कंपनी रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज लिमिटेड इस देश में फुटबॉल की शक्ल बदलने जा रही है। आईएसएल ने आईएमजी यानी इंटरनेशनल मैनेजमेंट ग्रुप के साथ मिलकर फुटबॉल को क्रिकेट की ऊंचाई तक पहुंचाने के लिए खड़ी की है आईएसएल यानी इंडियन सुपर लीग।
Next up, you have 5 minutes, gentlemen. We'll get the buzzer.
सितारों से सजी फुटबॉल की सुपर लीग जो फुटबॉल को लोकप्रिय बनाएगी, पेशेवर बनाएगी और घर घर तक पहुंचाएगी। रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज के इस प्रयास में पूरा साथ और सहयोग मिल रहा है रूपर्ट मर्डॉक के स्टार इंडिया और ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल फेडरेशन का। आईएसएल में
चलिए अब सीधा रुख करते हैं मुंबई, जहां पर इस लीग के आयोजन की शुरुआत हो चुकी है।
Is well and truly underway. The dawn of a new era of Indian football is just around the corner. What started as a dream is finally a reality. The biggest football event in the history of the nation, the Hero Indian Super League, is upon us.
That's right, Mark. And with the Hero Indian Super League, the country now has an opportunity to take this game to the next level. It's time we show the world that India can dominate in the football field.
Yes, the talent is here, the appetite is here. It's just a question of providing the right direction and vision.
And that's exactly where Reliance, IMG and Star India have partnered with the All India Football Federation to bring to life the dreams of millions of Indians. IMG and Reliance brings with it its pedigree of building leagues and Reliance's vision of an unstoppable India.
And to add to this mix, we have Star India as a partner, pioneers of Indian broadcasting and home to the leading entertainment channels. Not to mention the Star Sports Network, which brings the biggest sporting events to your living room.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few weeks away now from the big kickoff of the Hero Indian Super League. The last few months have seen the domestic and international player drafts taking place.
The 8 teams have taken shape, and today we'll be launching the logo of the tournament in the presence of some of the most esteemed guests who've been integral in this journey.
That's right, Mark. We have with us here today people who've been key in making this dream of football come alive. With a warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite upon stage Mr. Sanjay Gupta, COO, Star India.
Good afternoon. A very warm welcome to everyone. It's a proud moment for me to be standing here in front of you as we bring to you Hero Indian Super League. Football is much more than a sport. It's a universal language that cuts across culture, race, religion, and economic might. And yet, India as a country has not joined this global community. If you were to ask a 10-year-old boy to name his favorite Indian player, I'm sure he'll scratch his head. And as parents, very few of us would encourage our kids to follow a footballing career. Which is why today marks a historic day, a turning point for the future of football. This is the birth of a footballing nation. What we have set out to achieve is historic for its sheer scale and effort. Reliance, IMG, and Star India come together with 8 iconic and committed club owners. Our esteemed partner, Hero Motocorp, and All India Football Federation, to shape football in a way this country has never seen before. We will attract and nurture the best of Indian talent to play with marquee players selected from 20 countries spanning 5 continents. What you will experience is a world-class spectacle in stadia, on television, on mobile, and across all digital devices. Together, we will be making serious investments over the next few years to raise the bar on talent, production, marketing, promotion, and grassroots development to make this dream come alive. Today, my son in Mumbai cheers for Manchester United with a poster of Rooney in his room. 10 years from now, I dream of a day when 15-year-olds across this country will put up posters of our own Neymar, our own Messi, and will cheer for India. The magnitude of what we are setting out to do has not been attempted anywhere in the world before. It will test us, and it will not happen overnight. It will take time. But I have full faith कि अब football भी करके दिखाएंगे. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Thank you, Mr. Gupta, for explaining what the birth of a football nation means. It truly is an exciting period for all of India's football fans.
That's right. It gives me immense pleasure now to call on stage the President of the All India Football Federation, Mr. Praful Patel, to share his thoughts on the hero Indian Super League.
Good afternoon, everybody. For All India Football Federation and all the football lovers, the players, the fans of football in our country, I think it is truly an exciting moment as we embark on this new adventure. Initially, I must say that to get to this stage has not been so easy. This is the first tournament of its kind which has been approved by FIFA anywhere in the world. This is a special dispensation given to the All India Football Federation in our attempt and efforts to build up football in our country. Of course, we have the I-League, which is the mainstay of Indian football and will continue to be so, but this is something which is a special product designed only for our country. Of course, we have many other leagues in our country, so we are familiar. But when you talk of it internationally, globally, this is a unique product for the footballing world. Let me say that All India Football Federation is very, very committed to building up football right from the grassroots. We won the bid for the World Cup Under-17 to be hosted in India in the year 2017. And we look forward to many more such international tournaments. We bid for the FIFA Club World Cup to be hosted in 2017 and 18. And you will be, I'm sure, looking forward to many such exciting tournaments to be held in India in the future. This journey has begun. I remember one day I was sitting with Mukesh Ambani, and he mentioned to me about a friend of his from the United States, the late Ted Forsman. And he told me that Ted wants to invest in India to bring world-class sporting products into this country and to have a partnership with All India Football Federation. And I said, well, since you say so, I'm sure it will be an exciting journey. We met along with Mukesh, Ted Forsman, when he had come to India, and there we began this beautiful adventure. And I can assure you that with Neeta Ambani at the helm of affairs at IMG Reliance, she is not one who's going to leave any stone unturned. And we look forward to this partnership. Star has come on board, IMG Reliance and the All India Football Federation. And together we will work, as I said, to building up football right from the grassroots. It's not going to be easy. When we talk of India's ranking in the world, it puts our heads down. There was a time, it's an interesting anecdote, in 1950, India actually qualified to play for the World Cup, but did not eventually participate because our players were not familiar with playing with boots. That would be a phenomena which we would laugh at today. But nonetheless, it's a long and an eventful journey ahead, and I thank Star Sports, I thank IMG Reliance, Neeta Ambani especially, for having taken this up. Hero, our sponsors. I've been wanting Pawan Munjal to get involved with football for a very long time. And I'm sure Hero and the entire corporate fraternity of our country, many celebrities, many sports persons, many corporate houses have come together to launch this product. And I can assure you that All India Football Federation, because that's our primary duty to build up football. And we will continue to do so. We will build football at the grassroots, and we will make sure that the experience of football for the young viewers, because according to us, that is the future, it will be something to write home about. So, ladies and gentlemen, I won't take much time. Once again, thank you, and we all look forward to a very exciting journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. We must remember that for any sport to succeed, it needs to have passionate and believing sponsors. So let's hear from our title sponsor, the man who puts Hero into the Hero Indian Super League.
Absolutely. Well said there, Mark. We're delighted to have with us Mr. Pawan Munjal, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Hero Motorcorp. Sir, if I could invite you on stage to say a few words.
A very good afternoon to all of you in this room, and a bigger good afternoon to all the football fans in the country who are probably watching live right now. It gives me great pleasure to be standing here in front of you and acknowledging that Hero finally is being associated with football in the country and being associated as the title sponsor of the Indian Super League. Hero Indian Super League, in short, as I believe it will be called very soon, Hero ISL, holds tremendous potential for the growth of football in the country. Just as I came in to the other room, I was asked by Star to give a comment. And my point to the gentleman was, today is absolutely the right time for Hero Indian Super League to take off. But I wish this had happened many, many years ago. Indian football really has been languishing. It is not where it deserves to be in the world rankings and at the world stage. Having myself followed football over the years, and also during my recent visit to Brazil during the FIFA World Cup, I have seen the passion and the joy this beautiful game brings to all of us, and it evokes, especially amongst the young people, the youth of not just our country but across the globe. I personally would like to see the Hero ISL set the bar for international best practices in Indian sports. Best practices include partnerships with football clubs from around the world to imbibe and associate with the caliber of training, coaching, and competing that is prevalent among the leading football leagues across the world. And most of us are watching all those football clubs playing football every other evening. Already, the teams have shown their enthusiasm and vision by partnering with some of the premier football clubs and engaging with internationally renowned footballers. Development of coaching and grassroots initiatives have been an aspect that has been somewhat missing in Indian sports, not just in football. Hero ISL's focus on CSR activities and grassroots development at the team and the city level is not only exemplary, but has far-reaching benefits, which is what is really going to grow the game of football in the country. With 8 franchises, each of whom has a diverse and versatile association with sports, entertainment, and football, AIFF's IMG, Reliance and Star, football is getting AIF's blessings and support. And thanks to Praful here for egging me and pushing me on to someday get attached with football in this major way. And of course, the eminent promoters, IMG, Reliance and Star, football is getting the attention which it deserves and support that is not only needed, but it has deserved for a long, long time. I count among the team owners and the promoters some of my good friends and colleagues, and I am confident in the knowledge that given their passion and endeavor, the league will not just succeed, but actually thrive in India. Hero has been a proud supporter of many of our nation's sports events, properties, and sports persons. And it is heartening to see the thrust that the Hero ISL will have in a truly global sport that is only just beginning to realize its potential in India. At Hero, our support for Indian sports and their development is unwavering. Since the last 30 years of existence and history of Hero, we've been partnering with sports persons, and various sporting events through our history so far. We are proud to be associated with and excited at the potential of football and the Hero Indian Super League. As title sponsors, we are glad of our involvement and wish the league, the teams, the promoters, and the sport the very, very best. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for having Hero as the title sponsor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Munchal. Now what we've all been eagerly awaiting, the ingredients that will be the essence of the league. After all, a league is nothing without its main protagonists, the clubs.
That's right. Now, every great sporting event promises to honor the spirit of sportsmanship. Here at the Hero Indian Super League, what bonds us together is our commitment and our vision towards the development of Indian football. We will now state the pledge that our clubs will undertake via the symbolic signing of this pledge ball.
We, the partners of the Indian Super League, hereby pledge to uphold the spirit of sportsmanship, to abide by the highest standard of competitiveness and integrity in football, to drive grassroots development, and to strive to make India a leading footballing nation.
हम इंडियन सुपर लीग के पार्टनर ये प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं कि हम खेल भावना, प्रतिस्पर्धा एवं फुटबॉल में सदाचरण के उच्चतम मानकों का अनुपालन करेंगे। हम देश के कोने-कोने में खेल का विकास करके भारत को विश्व का अग्रणी फुटबॉल राष्ट्र बनाने के लिए पूरी चेष्टा करेंगे।
And now it's time to meet our club representatives for the inaugural edition of this Hero Indian Super League.
Sea, sand and surf. Goa is not only a tourist paradise but is also known for its passionate football lovers. The mighty collaboration of Datharaj Salgaonkar and Srinivas Dempu with their rich heritage of supporting Indian football, Club with the Dhoots. Club Goa is a winning combination.
And to represent Club Goa, we can call on stage Varun Dhawan, one of the brightest new stars in the Indian film industry. I invite Varun onto stage to join us now and to sign the pledge. The thriving capital city of India is steeped in history and culture, and Delhi has a long tradition of supporting youth-based sports. Continuing with this effort, we proudly present Club Delhi, which is owned and operated by Delhi-based Den Networks.
And today, to represent Club Delhi, we have Mr. Sameer Manchanda. We request Mr. Sameer Manchanda to join us here and sign the pledge for the Hero Indian Super League. Kolkata with its rich footballing heritage, biggest clubs and the most passionate supporters across the country hold football in the highest regard. Collaborating with the equally illustrious club Atletico de Madrid, they have their partners that have ensured that the rich legacy of football will continue. Harsh Nyotia, Sanjeev Goenka and Utsav Parekh are the owners, joined by Bengal's favourite son and co-owner, Saurav Ganguly.
Yes, let's invite Mr. Utsav Parekh, who's representing Club Kolkata this afternoon. Please welcome him onto the stage to sign his pledge. The Northeast region is the cradle of Indian football and has produced the vast majority of Indian international footballers. Club Northeast is owned and operated by John Abraham and I-League club Shillong Lejong.
We all know about his passion for football and he strongly supported the sport in every possible way. Today we have with us Mr. John Abraham representing Club Northeast. Mr. Abraham, if he could request you to join us on stage and sign the pledge. Next up is a club that comes from a region that idolizes everything that they love, be it their movies, its heroes, or their football. Club Chennai is sure to benefit from the football-crazy supporters, besides having one of the most passionate and knowledgeable supporters as their owner, Mr. Abhishek Bachchan.
Yes, Mr. Abhishek Bachchan, of course, is part of Bollywood royalty, and tonight he's here representing Club Chennai. We request him to come on stage and sign his pledge.
And Pune is a city that epitomizes the new India with its fusion of old-world charm and the vibrant young vibe. Club Pune is owned by the Wadhwans and a man who needs no introduction, Salman Khan, the legendary kick that has broken all records.
Today, to represent Club Pune, we invite Mr. Kapil Wadhwan to come on stage. Mr. Wadhwan, please join us and make your pledge.
That never sleeps, Mumbai, can be sure of overflowing stadiums and serpentine queues to meet their heroes. Club Mumbai has one of India's biggest youth icons in Bollywood heartthrob Ranbir Kapoor, along with co-owner Bimal Parekh.
And representing Club Mumbai, maybe please introduce Mr. Ranbir Kapoor to come on stage and sign his pledge. God's own country brings us what promises to be its next awe-inspiring creation, Club Kochi. The region is known for footballing traditions in India, and Club Kochi is co-owned by Sachin Tendulkar and Prasad V. Potlery.
One of the greatest cricketers of all time and inspiration to millions of Indians of all ages today. The Master Blaster is here with us representing Club Kochi. We invite Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar to come up here and sign the pledge. Wow, what a lineup of clubs for the inaugural Hero Indian Super League. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for the Hero Indian Super League, the 8 city clubs, which are represented here by all their representatives, here to rewrite the history of Indian football. I'm so excited, and the Hero Indian Super League hasn't even started yet.
Absolutely, and today we also have someone very special amongst us, someone whose passion has touched the youth of India and continues to do so. As the chairperson of the Reliance Foundation, she has inspired a generation of youngsters with her deep passion and benevolence in the fields of education and sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mrs. Neeta Ambani, the heart and soul of this Hero Indian Super League, who is here today as founder, chairperson of the football sports development with the aspiration to foster the next generation of football talent. Please help me in welcoming Mrs. Neeta Ambani.
Good afternoon and namaste. My dear ISL partners, my media friends, ladies and gentlemen, today is a historic day for Indian football. Together, we are launching a momentous football league called the Hero Indian Super League. I would first want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you gathered here. My first heartfelt thanks to Praful Patel for being a pillar of strength and support to us. My gratitude to Uday Shankar and the entire Star India team for being our partners. Uday could not be with us today because he's traveling. My gratitude for the generous support, Pawanji, for making this the Hero Indian Super League. I would now like to express my gratitude to each and every one of the 8 clubs. I would start with Goa. Goa by Raj Salkaukar, thank you so much. Venugopal Dhoot, thank you so much. Srinivas Dempo, thank you. And Varun Dhawan, thank you so much for being Club Goa. Big hand for Club Goa, please. My gratitude to Club Calcutta, Utsav Parekh, Saurav Ganguly, Harsh Nivotia, Sanjeev Goenka, and Atletico Madrid. Calcutta, Club Calcutta. Chennai Club, Abhishek Bachchan and Mrs. Rita Dani. Big hand for Abhishek. Club Mumbai, Ranbir Kapoor and Bimal Parekh. Bimal, where are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. And of course, Kochi, Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar and Prasadji. Where's Prasadji? Thank you so much. Thank you. Club Pune, Kapilji and Salman. Salman Khan could not be with us today because he's traveling. Congratulations. And the Northeast, John and Ling. Ming, where is Ming? Congratulations. And last but not the least, Samir Manchanda, the Delhi Club. Congratulations to all our league partners. As a teacher, I have learned all my football from my school team and my 3 children at home. हर घर में बच्चे को शुरुआत में एक बॉल दिया जाता है और वो बच्चे को कोई सिखाता नहीं किक करना, वो खुद ही शुरू हो जाता है. यहाँ मैं एक अपना पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहती हूँ। लास्ट ईयर मैं उत्तराखंड गई थी रिलायंस फाउंडेशन के रिलीफ वर्क के लिए, और वहाँ मैं बहुत सारे बच्चों से मिली। मैंने पूछा, बच्चों what would you like, आपको क्या चाहिए? Guess what they said? They said, मैम हमें जूते चाहिए एंड फुटबॉल चाहिए। We want to start playing again. हमें खेलना है वापस। And I think that's why we are launching this football league. I firmly believe that all children need sports and education for their holistic development. And that's why at the Hero Indian Super League, we have paid huge emphasis on grassroots development. In the first year itself, we are going to reach out to 1 million kids. And Reliance Foundation, through the Young Champs program, is going to give scholarships to all these young kids. I have a story to tell. In 2010, Reliance Foundation awarded scholarships to 26 young sportsmen from the age of 12 to 15. After that, they went to IMG Academy, Florida for 2 years. And today, I have 2 of these talents with me. I'll first tell you about Alan. Alan received the Reliance Foundation scholarship in 2010. He then went to Florida at the IMG Academy. And I'm very proud to say that he has been selected by the Northeast team to play for the Indian Super League. Alan, we are very, very proud of you. Can I get Alan here on stage, please? Let's all clap for him.
My life changed when I got selected for this scholarship. And the IMG Academy was amazing. I learned many new things over there, and it helped me a lot to become a better player and a good person. I would like to thank Mrs. Nita Ambani to give me such a good opportunity. Thank you.
Wish you all the best. We have with us another young talent, Mohammad Sajid. He is a football enthusiast from the age of 8 from Punjab. He also was selected by the Reliance Foundation, and he went for his further training as a scholar to the IMG Academy in Florida. He's here with us today, and he has been selected by AISF to play for the under-19. Sajid Mohammad, please, Mohammad Sajid, please come on stage, please. Let's give him a big hand.
We were very lucky to have this opportunity in 2010. And it was a great experience to get trained by the professional coaches. And it helped me in football as well as in my education skill. And thank you, Mrs. Nita Ambani, for this great opportunity. Thank you.
And now I'm going to ask both these young boys to unveil our Reliance Foundation Young Champs logo. Look at it. Thank you, and wish you all the best for everything, Alan and Mohammad Sajid. We wish you all the best, and God bless. Mukesh and I were at an international conference when the World Cup was being played in Brazil. And everyone at the conference was supporting the national team and cheering for them. Mukesh and me really felt sad. We had no national team to support or to cheer. And therefore, ISL is an audacious dream to make India a footballing nation, to create a dream of creating our own Indian football heroes, a dream of seeing India playing the World Cup. Together, let's support and make this dream possible. I thank each and every one of you for being here with us today and supporting us at the beginning of our journey of the Hero Indian Super League. Thank you so much, and let's football.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Neeta Ambani. If I could request you to please sign the pledge for us. And if I could also request the President of the All India Football Federation, Mr. Praful Patel, to join us on stage and also sign the pledge.
Is it okay?
And we'd now like to request Mr. Pavan Munjal, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Hero Motor Corp, to also join us on stage and sign the pledge.
That Mr. Praful Patel and Mr. Pavan Munjal stay with us on stage, please. Now to the historic moment, the one we've been waiting for all afternoon. I request our club representatives to join Mrs. Neeta Ambani to reveal the identity of the Hero Indian Super League. Gentlemen, please make your way over. Red is the dominant colour, a colour of energy, passion and action. Thank you, Mr. Praful Patel and Mr. Pavan Munjal. Now I'd like to request that Mrs. Neeta Ambani, as you can see, is joining our representatives at centre stage to share some of their thoughts with us. In just a moment, we'll take their thoughts.
That's right, Mark. I mean, we now have the identity of such a power-packed league. Their key representatives who are standing right here. I'm really excited to know about the plans of our teams for the forthcoming season. And I'm sure most of you as well are quite excited to find out as well, as we eagerly await, kickoff of the Hero Indian Super League. So let's find out, shall we, from the teams themselves.
Yes, let's start with Club Goa. Varun, it's got a fabulous reputation, the region. It's a wonderful place. How do you plan to deepen the connection with your region and the people in your region? Oh, without mics.
We'll just
We need
take your
some
mic.
microphones. Just bear with us a moment.
Okay.
Thank you. Likewise, absolutely. Mark, awesome.
Thank
Again.
you, Mark. And good afternoon to everyone over here and all the owners and everyone on stage. And I would first like to thank Mrs. Neeta Ambani for giving all of us this opportunity to be here and to spread the love for football. So your question was about Goa, right? I think it's fairly simple. I don't think so there's a single person over here who will have anything negative to say about Goa. Who doesn't like Goa? I mean, you're a fool if you don't like Goa. I love Goa. But you're right that Goa has, I think, the deepest connection with football in the country. We have two very big footballing giants in Goa, the Salgaonkars and Dempo, who have history with football that marks back to like 100 years or so. Between them, in the last 9 years, they won 7 major titles. So you can expect some really exciting football that's going to come your way. And as far as connecting with the Goan youth, I think we have Videocon on board, and Videocon has a great connect with technology and the digital media to spread the word. So we're going to be setting up a lot of fan centers over there. We're going to be setting up shacks on the beach, some FC Goa bars, some FC Goa fan clubs all around Goa and all across the country, I hope. Because I believe that deep down we all are Goan, and we all enjoy Goa. So I think Goa is going to play a brand of football which is going to be exciting, attacking. It's going to live up to the fun and Zanzi type of lifestyle that you see in Goa, and yet it's going to be very aggressive and competitive. So watch out for Goa this year, people.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Varun. Mr. Manchanda, how do you plan to make India's national capital, the footballing capital, and what are your plans for grassroots football?
Well, on a simpler note, if I can just have gentlemen around here to come and play football in Delhi, I think it'll be done. That's it. If I imagine Sachin instead of playing cricket plays football in Delhi. So I think I would request all of you to please tell all of them to come and play football in Delhi. Then Delhi will become the football capital. But on a serious note, I think if you really look at it as, if you look at successful clubs across the world, the main important thing, and that comes to your second part of the question, which is the grassroots. I think that's where you connect to, is the grassroots. 50% of actually Delhi is under 30 population. If you look at it and what we have started as a thing called Junior Dynamos, which we have said we signed up with 100 schools. It's already started. It's already on from August 1st, a talent competition, talent hunt. Hopefully, it's saying that we can, look at 30 school kids under 14. So there are 3 competitions, under 12, under 14, under 17. And we're hoping that we can really have, about 30 kids who could be ready, who could actually then play under the 17 World Cup, as Mr. Praful Patel ji has said so, and can be a part of the camp organized by the Reliance Foundation. So I think that's what we're really looking at, is the Youth Connect, is getting schools to participate. Then social media, as I said, digital, everything else plays a big role. But I think the real fulcrum for us is actually getting the youth to really come and play football. And for us, Delhi streets, if you look at it, is we would like to coin the word, gully football instead of gully cricket. And saying if it's a very simple thing to play, as Mr. Ambani did say, all you need is a football, which everybody can play. You can actually put 2 stumps also as a goal, and you can play football. So I think that's what our dream is, and we made some humble steps, and that's what we would like to do in the future. Thank you.
Mr. Parekh, we'd like to know how you intend to build on the rich football heritage of Kolkata, and tell us what role Dada will play for you.
Interesting. But first, let me thank Mrs. Neeta Ambani for giving football to Calcutta, which is not a passion, which is not a heritage, but it is a way of life in Calcutta. And therefore, as Calcuttans, we have got something which we want, which we are living for. We have a very long and very ambitious program of grassroots development. I mean, I don't want to go into the details of it, but the whole objective is that we have the heritage, we have the boys, we have the youngsters willing to play, and all we need to do is to give them the support, give them the technique, give them the training. And that is what we have done. We have already employed a coach for 3 years, not for 1 year, not for 2 years, but for 3 years. And as soon as the ISL is over, his total objective is to be involved in the grassroots training. We have a long, I just don't want to go into that. But more importantly, the next question, which is something very important, and we have made it very clear to Dada that this is it, no more cricket. You have to only look at football. I'll only see that all your bats are taken away and you only have football balls in your house. So he has pledged that henceforth, whenever we need him, after his last assignment that he's on in London, he couldn't make it here, he is going to be only football. So he has already given us this pledge and we look forward to that. And as you know, Dada also has an iconic following in Calcutta and in the rest of the country. And we'll just build on that. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Parekh. John, if I could come to you, how do you plan to combine your passion for football with the talent that the Northeast has on offer?
Well, I played football A division, and I wish I could have played on. And I had to make a choice between education and sport, and I chose to study because there was no money in sport at that point of time, especially football. And I'm realizing my dream through the Northeast United FC that we've got. Of course, I have an able partner, in fact partners, Ming sitting here. So we co-own Shillong Lajong, which is an I-League club together. And so I've been part of the football scenario for some time now, and I think, like I always say this, the ISL is an incubation period to really give a catalytic growth to the game. And thank you, Mrs. Ambani, for actually enforcing that vision on a country that Sepp Blatter says is a sleeping giant. That's India. So I think, you know, congratulations to you for actually making this move, and Star Sports and IMG. And Northeast is the hotbed for football. Northeast as a region that's often been disconnected from the rest of India. And we, with Northeast FC, plan to bring Northeast to the rest of India. Alan, you're on board. Yeah, we'll have a great time, and we'll have some great games. And if I could just end this by saying that I've spoken to all the franchise owners here, and each one of them shares a common passion, and that's the love of football, each one of them. So they're very passionate. We're all purists in our approach, and we think it's most important to build the league and make this league valuable, so each team becomes valuable, and that's what we're aiming for. Yeah.
Now, Abhishek, your zeal and knowledge for football is well known. How do you plan to use that best for Team Chennai?
Firstly, good afternoon. My zeal and knowledge of football. Well, I think we should leave that more to the technical director of our team. We have a very able management set up in Chennai already, and they, I think, should be left to do all the knowledge part. Zeal, I think, as most of the people standing on this dais will tell you, is, as John also just said, is that it's all driven by passion. And it's very important when you're setting up something new, especially something like the ISL. I think it's very important that it's passion driven. There is a business model in place, but if your passion is not going to drive it and be at the forefront of anything that you do, it's going to be very difficult to penetrate down to the audience, to your fans. So I think as far as most of the people involved are concerned, I think they're really looking to get in there, get down, get dirty, work hard, and drive Hero ISL to where we believe it can reach. So I think that's pretty much the game plan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abhishek. Mr. Bardhan, if I can come to you, how do you plan to enable the youth of Pune to pursue, you know, their footballing dream, and what's that extra kick that you can promise us?
Firstly, namaskar. We as a group have been associated with sport for a very long time. Unfortunately, when it came to sport, the only sport that came to mind was cricket. But I'm really thankful to the Reliance family for having promoted this Indian Super League event and having all of us here as partners. As far as Pune is concerned, you know, to me, which is a twin city of Mumbai, the real twin city of Mumbai. Passion, youth, exuberance. The demographic profile of Pune is very different from, you know, many other cities and towns in the country. It's unfortunate that in this draft we didn't have a single player coming from Pune. So to us, grassroots development, putting up academies, and finally coming up, you know, over the next 3 to 4 years, having a few strong players represent or being represented in the ISL is going to be the real kick. As far as the Salman kick is concerned, who is not here today, gents, the kick will come only when we win the league. Thank you.
Ranbir, as a football fanatic, share with us, please, how you'll make Mumbaikars embrace Let's Football.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really super excited and super thrilled for today. As a fan, I've always been yearning for an international quality football in my own country, and with the ISL, I think we're going to get that right in our back doors. We've all seen the amazing work that Star Sports has done with sports in our country, recent example being Kabaddi. And I think they're going to leave no stones unturned where ISL is concerned. IMG Reliance have been pioneers in building leagues in our country. So I think we couldn't have asked for anything better than that. Thank you, ma'am. We just want to build a team for Mumbai where every 20 million Mumbaikar can call their own. A team which showcases quality, engaging and entertaining football. I truly believe that this is the beginning of a footballing revolution in our country. We do require the support of the fans and the media. We need the fans to enter the grounds, to cheer their favorite team, because I do believe that football is something which will truly grow in our country. Thank you so much. I'm really overwhelmed at this moment, and I don't know much to say, as all the league owners have already said. But thank you, Neeta ma'am, for this wonderful experience. Thank you, Mr. Patel, Mr. Pawan Munjal, and to all the franchise owners, wish you all the best and all the luck, and we'll see you at the games. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ranbir.
Can we request you all come together for a photograph for us?
Sachin, I've come to you. If you could tell us about the transition that we're going to make from this international world of cricket to the development of football.
Well, be it cricket or football, I would support sport in India and all the sporting personalities in India. I have a vision for India. In my words, I call it sports for all. It is about encouraging the youth of India, starting from the grassroots level, to involve themselves in sporting activity. It is not about making all of them a professional sportsman or a sportswoman, but it is all about making all of them healthy and fit. The happy moment for me would be when India as a nation would be recognized as the healthiest and fittest nation in the world. I personally feel in such a big nation, talent is there, but possibly, not the right platform or not enough opportunities to express their talent. This is where I'd like to thank Neeta Bhabi, Praful Bhai, and Mr. Munjal also for making this happen for Indian football. It's extremely important for everyone to make the most of this platform, and from my sporting experience in the last 25 years that I competed, something which I was able to learn only engaging myself into sporting activity was I couldn't learn those things.
गांवकर नॉर्थ ईस्ट में भी जॉन इब्राहिम के जो है शिलोंग लजोंग और उन्होंने एक मतलब संबंध होके एक नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड बनाई है। तो हर एक शहर का एक अलग रास्ता चलेगा, लेकिन हाँ फायदा होगा फुटबॉल को ज्यादा लोकप्रिय बनाने।
हम जैसे पूरे प्रोग्राम की अगर हम बात करें, यहाँ हम प्रोग्राम अगर समझने की कोशिश करें, अक्टूबर नवंबर में ये मुकाबला, हालांकि बेसिकली जो इसके लीग मैचेस होंगे वो खेले जाएंगे और नवंबर दिसंबर में फाइनल एरा होगा, खेला जाएगा आईएसएल की अगर हम बात करें तो यहाँ पर कह सकते हैं कि जिस तरह से गेम प्लानिंग अगर इनकी आप देख रहे हैं, जिस तरह हमने आईपीएल में देखते हैं कि 72 मुकाबले होते हैं, 60 मुकाबले होते हैं, हर एक स्टेट में मुकाबला खेला जाता है, हर स्टेट में 7-7 मुकाबले दिए जाते हैं। अगर इसकी थोड़ी सी हम प्लानिंग समझने की आपसे कोशिश करें तो आईएसएल का क्या गेम शेड्यूल होना चाहिए ताकि लोग का रुझान बना रहे?
वो उसी तरह चलेंगे, मतलब ये एक राउंड रॉबिन लीग, होम एंड अवे बेसिस, कि दिल्ली की टीम गोवा जाएगी खेलने, फिर गोवा की टीम दिल्ली खेलने आएगी, हर स्टेडियम का पहचान होगा। देखो मुझे जो लगता है जो सबसे बड़ा एक साल में ही फायदा दिखेगा वो है कि स्टेडियम बहुत शानदार बन जाएगा। जैसे क्रिकेट में हमने देखे फिरोज शाह कोटला या जो भी स्टेडियम है, कितना ये आईपीएल के बाद कितने अच्छे एक मॉडर्न इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आ गया, तो वो हमारे फुटबॉल स्टेडियम में भी आ जाएंगे, चाहे ड्रेसिंग रूम बोले या चाहे जिस ग्राउंड मैदान पे जहाँ खेलेंगे। और वो भारत को भी फायदा होगा कि 2017 हम मेज़बान करेंगे सब जूनियर वर्ल्ड कप, अंडर 17 वर्ल्ड कप का, तो भारत को एक बने बनाए स्टेडियम मिलेंगे, तो वो 1-2 साल में ही दिख जाएंगे। और फिर मतलब उसी के साथ वो स्टेडियम में जो वातावरण होगा वो एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय वातावरण बन सकता है। तो ये फायदे तो बिल्कुल मतलब 1-8 साल में ही दिख सकते हैं। खेल का सुधार तो होना तो समय लगेगा, ये कोई जादू तो है नहीं कि एकदम हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये कई सुधार और मतलब दुनिया के सब जगह नजर भी आएगा कि भारत में फुटबॉल लोकप्रिय है, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फुटबॉल खिलाड़ी आ रहे हैं। तो ये जो हमेशा पूछा जाता था कि भारत में क्या तुम फुटबॉल खेलते हो, ये चीज खत्म हो जाएगी।
बिल्कुल ये चीज खत्म हो जाएगी। नोवी, हालांकि एक बात सुनाई है और बात सच भी है कि 1950 में भारतीय टीम को मौका मिला था ब्राजील में वर्ल्ड कप खेलने का, लेकिन बूट की बात हम कर रहे थे कि जूते नहीं थे। ऐसा अभी जिक्र भी प्रफुल्ल पटेल ने भी किया था इस कार्यक्रम के दौरान, उन्होंने साफ तौर पे कहा था। लेकिन आज बूट ना होने के कारण हम वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेल पाए थे, ऐसी बातें हैं। सच्चाई क्या है इन बातों का, सुनी सुनाई बातें हैं, फैक्ट क्या है रियल, ये तो अलग बात है। लेकिन आज जिस कारण से हम फुटबॉल नहीं खेल पाए थे, लेकिन आज हमारे पास पूरा वैसा रीजन है कि हम फुटबॉल का एक बड़े लीग का आयोजन कर सकते हैं, और हम करने जा रहे हैं बड़े लीग का आईएसएल। मैं कहूं कि जिसके पीछे एक रिलायंस जैसी कंपनी, आईएमजी है, स्टार इंडिया है, फुटबॉल फेडरेशन, पूरा फुटबॉल फेडरेशन का सपोर्ट है। बैक अगर इसका हम देखें, बिजनेस बैकग्राउंड से अगर हम बात करें और सपोर्टिंग सिस्टम देखें, तो मुझे लगता है कि इसका बैकबोन बहुत स्ट्रांग है, आईपीएल के तर्ज की तरह।
हाँ, ये बहुत अच्छा किया है कि बैकबोन, ये मैंने वही कह रहा हूँ, कुछ फायदा हुआ कि 8-10 महीने पोस्टपोन हुआ ये टूर्नामेंट, के और भी अच्छा मजबूत हो गया बैकबोन। क्योंकि बैकबोन मजबूत नहीं होता तो ये प्रतियोगिता इतनी आगे नहीं चलती, क्योंकि इसे लंबा देखना पड़ेगा। ये लंबी रेस की घोड़ी है, ये इसको सफल होने के लिए ये लॉन्ग रेस है, ये 100 मीटर की स्प्रिंट नहीं है। और 1950 की बात करें तो खैर उस समय था, खेल तो बहुत शानदार कर रहे थे भारतीय खिलाड़ी, लेकिन कई खिलाड़ी नंगे पैर खेलते थे और फीफा के जो नियम थे उसमें बूट कंपलसरी था, तो इसीलिए हम गए नहीं थे। और प्लस उस समय हमें विश्व कप का इतना महत्व भी लोगों को मालूम नहीं था। तो ये एक मजबूत शुरुआत है, जैसे हम कहते घर बनाते तो फाउंडेशन मजबूत बनाना पड़ता है, तो इसी तरह फुटबॉल को भी एक मुकाबले की क्या जरूरत है। एक भारत बहुत बड़ा देश है, कई खेल लोकप्रिय हो सकते हैं, केवल ये फुटबॉल क्रिकेट से संघर्ष करने की जरूरत नहीं है। एक भारत जैसे खेल में 2-3 खेल मजबूत हो।
सचिन ने भी साफ तौर पर कहा है कि क्रिकेट की तुलना अलग अलग चीज है, लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात होनी चाहिए खेल आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। चलिए इस मौके पर आईएसएल के लोगो लॉन्च पर नीता अंबानी ने क्या कहा, ये सुनते हैं।
लास्ट ईयर मैं उत्तराखंड गई थी रिलायंस फाउंडेशन के रिलीफ वर्क के लिए, और वहां मैं बहुत सारे बच्चों से मिली। मैंने पूछा, बच्चों what would you like, आपको क्या चाहिए? Guess what they said? They said, man, हमें जूते चाहिए and फुटबॉल चाहिए. We want to start playing again. हमें खेलना है वापस. And I think that's why we are launching this football league. I firmly believe that all children need sports and education for their holistic development.